Hey guys, welcome back to the Unlockable podcast. My name's Christian, and I'm joined as always by the Game Girl of SP herself.
That's me.
This is the big episode 75.
Crazy.
We're not going to
Absolutely
celebrate
crazy.
it. We're just going to have a regular podcast.
Here
But
we are, 75.
Hannah, I would like to start this episode with a fun fact.
Yeah. Ooh, please. That's fun. Yeah, go for it.
Cows have best friends, and they get stressed out when they're separated, apparently. According to the internet, this is a true thing off the internet.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's heartbreaking because they go to die and they don't ever come back. Oh, man. That's
supposed
not
to be a
fun.
cute
That's
thing.
an
It
unfun
wasn't
fact.
supposed to be. You didn't have to go that route with it.
That's an unfun fact. That's what we say about that one. Anyway.
They prefer to spend time with each other, and they show signs of anxiety, which is shown through increased heart rate and vocalization when they are separated.
Oh, that's so cute.
So they're a little bit intelligent over there in Cowland.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you live in, well, I don't know. They have cattle up in there, don't they?
Yeah, you can't drive more than a few minutes without seeing a patch of cows.
That's what I thought. Us too. We're in Cowland.
Yeah. Other exciting news.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
No, I on an unfun note, we did lose Dolly Parton today. We were just talking about that before the podcast started.
What a horrible day in history. She was 80, but still way too young.
Yeah, somebody check on the entire state of Tennessee right now.
I bet it's just one sad cry. You can hear it from space. So sad.
Rest in peace, Dolly.
May she forever rest in peace. On a nice soft bed of cotton, like she said, instead of rhinestones. Did you hear that? They put out a statement. Her nephew, I think.
I saw part of the statement. What was it about the rhinestones?
Oh, she said she's been, uncomfortable in rhinestones for a majority of her life, so she wants to sleep in a nice soft bed of cotton. Which I thought was funny. Very humorous until the end.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace. Anyway, on
Rest
other fun
in
news.
peace. Do you have any other fun news?
No.
I don't have any other fun news or sad news for that matter.
That's good. Let's move on.
So Dolly Parton was 71 in 2007, and that's going to be our transition. She was 61 in 2007.
That was gorgeous. That was a good one. A great one.
Let's talk about 2007 today. We've done these episodes before. You know what years we've done?
We've done 96 and
1990.
Oh, 1990. Dang it. So close.
We're breaking out into the 2000s here today.
Beautiful.
With probably one of, probably like a top fiver in terms of single years in North American video game history. And I say North American because, as always, we're going to be talking about these games as they pertain to like their release dates in America, because that's where we live. And it makes it easier because we're going to be talking about the culture in 2007. We're going to be talking about various things that were going on in 2007 outside of video games, and it's just how it's a lot easier to do it that way, and it's the experience that we have, obviously, being North American citizens
in America. Yeah. I will say some of these resources, it's hard for like, especially later on, and I'll say it again, but like sales figures and like all that kind of stuff, breakdown or whatever. Sometimes it gets a little muddied. But yeah, mostly I hope in the United States for these things.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is tough. We will start off by talking about where we were in 2007, maybe what consoles we owned, what we were playing mostly. Why don't you kick it off?
So I was 9 turning 10. Okay, let me also say this again. I'm going to say 2027 so many times, and I mean 2007. I don't know why it just rolls off the tongue that way.
You're allowed to say 2027.
No. I will preface that right now. I've said it so many times. Anyway, 2007, okay, I was 10 years old. I think I've said this many times, but I did not have like the DS or the Wii until many, 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 many years after they came out. I always played like with my friends stuff, but I had a PS2 and a Nintendo 64, and that was pretty much it. So I was playing like Super Mario 64, Paper Mario, all those classics, even still, when I was like 10 years old. And then I definitely super got into like ATV Off-Road Fury and all like the motocross games for the PS2. Went through that kind of phase. Let's see what else. I was still playing my Game Boy Advance for sure. My brother had a PS3, but I don't think he got it until later. I don't remember specifically when he got it, and he never let me play it. So I had it. I just couldn't play it.
A little bit of exposure to it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I knew what it was. I obviously knew what PlayStation was, but not... I was still very much in my, like, Nintendo world from, like, 5 years ago, if that makes sense. I wasn't getting, like, the newest things. I wasn't begging my parents for that for Christmas or anything like that.
I, similarly, you know, I had the Wii. I had no Xbox 360. I was a super late adopter of the 360, because I wasn't allowed to play M games. I guess that would be a good place to start. I was 11 in 2007 for most of 2007. I wasn't allowed to play M games. I wasn't playing shooters, so I didn't need an Xbox 360 at the time. According to my parents, at least, I thought I needed one. I was on my DS for sure. I was still playing a little bit of GBA, but it was probably on the bottom of my DS Lite instead of on my unbacklit GBA.
Right. The struggle's real over here, I know.
And that was it. You know, I had gotten a PSP at some point, but I'll be honest, I was not a big PSP player. I think throughout my entire childhood, but like before I became a collector, I might have had like 7 games. Like I really just wasn't big on it. And the DS was where I spent most of my handheld gaming time. With a huge game, probably the most important game for young Christian in 2007. We'll talk about it when we get there. But Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I spent hundreds of hours on that game, Diamond specifically.
And they were going to say Brain Age. It's like, yeah, me too. That was the shit.
So I didn't have Brain Age, I had Big Brain Academy.
Oh, the knockoff.
The knockoff that I believe is also published by Nintendo, which is kind of funny.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I might be remembering that wrong. I think they're both Nintendo.
Oh, that's hilarious. And I know they both sold like hotcakes. That's crazy.
Let me paint the picture for you guys on 2006 leading into 2007 here. So the Wii had been out for only a couple months. It was November of 2006, and I mentioned I had one. I got mine in March for my birthday of 2007.
Nice.
And did you say you had a Wii or no?
No, I did not.
Okay, I didn't think you did. We were playing the Nintendo Wii starting I think I got it like early March. It was right around my birthday, and they were still sold out. It was still very hard to find a Wii in early 2007, and I remember being home. I've probably told this story before, but I was homesick one day from school leading up to my birthday, and my dad was actively looking for a Wii for me for my birthday, and he I took it upon myself to lend a hand. I was like, I'm homesick. I'm gonna call Circuit City. I'm gonna call Walmart. I'm gonna call all these places and try to get myself a Wii for my birthday. And I brought up Circuit City because that's actually where we ended up getting it from. They had one in stock when I called, and I think my dad went on his lunch break or something and picked it up. And
it's awesome.
Good memories there. That thing was still sold out for months and months. People were really wanting to try out Wii bowling on their flat screens at home.
Yeah. And it was awesome.
Yeah. PS3 did also launch in 2006. Famously, though, it was $500 for the low model and $600 for the 60-gigabyte model. So that thing was hilariously expensive. And
it's the same as now.
This is true, crazy. And increasing.
Yeah.
Late 2007, the prices did drop to $400 and $500. Still very expensive, and probably a big proponent for people to be buying their kids the Wii. you know.
Yeah, really. It's a bargain. You can get 2 Wii's for the price of one PS4 or 4. Oh my god, PS3.
The PS3 was like definitely losing the PlayStation Xbox console war after they had just done insane with the PS2. You know, PS2 best selling console of all time or whatever, and then they were taking a hit compared to the 360, which was definitely on top and had come out in 2005, I do believe. So that thing predated the Wii and the PS3,
Yeah.
and it helped it in terms of sales.
And that was the last time Xbox was above PlayStation.
Digital storefronts were here, and it wasn't quite what they are today. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys will remember that you could purchase like Uno on the Xbox Live Arcade. I've heard that that was like some
Awesome.
kind of insanely popular game on the 360.
Sweet.
But you weren't able to like purchase the latest AAA game off the Microsoft console like store until 2009.
Dang.
And so Virtual Console was there on the Wii as well, and you weren't getting WiiWare games until 2008. So Virtual Console at this point was your NES games, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx, Genesis, retro video games, and yeah, 2008 would be the WiiWare. DS and DS Lite were out. They came out in 2004, and only a handful of GBA games were still releasing in 2007. It was mostly just your movie tie-in games that were also releasing on 42 other platforms at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
And the PSP had also been out since 2004. I never realized how early the PSP came out. You know, the GBA was '01, and then by 2004 you had this freaking HD. It felt like an HD console in your
Yeah.
hand. You know, PSP was kind of crazy.
That is crazy. I guess I didn't realize how close they were either.
Yeah,
I always felt like it was like a 10-year gap, but it feels like there's a 10-year gap in terms of technology, right? But I guess it's
yeah,
not actually that way.
and you don't realize how short the GBA's lifespan was. Like 2001 to a few more. I guess like it did last longer than the release of the DS in '04, but for it to only have been out 3 years before the DS launched is kind of crazy.
That is, interesting.
So that's how we're painting the picture there. I want to talk about some interesting acquisitions that were taking place. We're very familiar with acquisitions happening left and right nowadays. People are spending, all the money in the planet to purchase
Billions.
another planet.
Billions of dollars. The B.
EA had acquired Jamdat Mobile for $680 million. And I
Who's
don't
that?
know what that is. You don't know what that is. It's basically a developer that was developing and publishing for mobile phones. That's actually very relevant, and I'll talk about it more in a minute. But mobile gaming was getting somewhere. If EA is acquiring a company for $680 million.
They were trying.
Rhythm games were on the brink of exploding. So at this point in 2006, you had Guitar Hero 1 and 2 out. They were getting very popular. And in 2006, Activision purchased Red Octane for $100 million, roughly.
What a bargain.
Red Octane was the publisher of Guitar Hero. That is a bargain when you see what they released in 2007 and how much money they made. Then we get to 2007. There was Viacom, who I think is like the Nickelodeon owner. They own MTV. They own, I think, CBS. They own a ton of stuff. And Viacom purchased Harmonix, which is the developer of Guitar Hero. So within like a few months span, you had the publisher get purchased by Activision, and now you have the developer get published by Viacom, two major giant companies. And so Guitar Hero would then be handled by Neversoft whenever Guitar Hero 3 comes out this in 2007, and we'll get there later. EA acquires VG Holding Corp for $775 million, and why that is relevant is because that contained BioWare, and BioWare developed the Baldur's Gate series and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
What?
BioWare, pretty big deal. And they would go on to develop Mass Effect in 2007, be a huge success for EA in the coming years. Then we have the Walt Disney Company, who acquired New Horizon Interactive for $351 million. You know what they developed, Hannah? Club Penguin.
Man, that is on the list. Lower down. That's crazy.
Oh, I'm glad
Love
I'm
Club
glad
Penguin.
you were going to bring it up.
I love
yeah.
Club Penguin. Did you play?
Club Penguin, I didn't. It was a huge deal, though, for sure.
It's crazy.
And Warner Brothers acquired TT Games, who sounds like something you've never heard of, but if you turned on a game and you saw the logo, you'd be like, oh, I know TT Games. They acquired them for $210 million. They're the ones who developed Lego Star Wars.
Oh, TT Games, of course.
It's like a capital yellow T and a lowercase blue T. And, I don't know.
I feel like I've probably seen that.
New companies being formed in 2007. I only have one, and it's Platinum Games, which is obviously a big deal.
Yeah.
That was later in October 2007, and they were actually, I didn't know this, they were produced through the merger of Seeds Inc. and Odd Inc., which are just freaking weird names for companies. Both of those companies were founded by ex-Capcom employees. So I did know that about Platinum. They merged together, and yeah.
Odd and Seed.
Seeds, plural, for some reason.
Seeds. Oh, of course, Seeds.
Studios that broke away from other studios. We've got Bungie. This was a huge deal later. Not such a huge deal in 2007, but Bungie split away from Microsoft in 2007 and became an independent company, but they would still keep working on the Halo games. So they developed Halo all the way through Halo Reach, which is like everybody thinks that's like the last good one. Not true, but everybody likes to say that, and
right.
That's when 343 took over. But yeah, all you need to know for 2007 is that they broke away from Microsoft and became an independent company.
Okay.
Other notable things, Hannah, I mentioned EA purchasing a mobile games company. Let me tell you what happened in 2007. The iPhone and iPod Touch came out.
Oh, insider knowledge.
Huge deal. Yeah, right. There was no App Store yet, so you weren't able to just go online on your phone and download Angry Birds, but we are obviously still using iPhones today, and they've changed how we do everything in this world, so iPhone and iPod Touch releasing in 2007 is a huge deal.
That's crazy. Did you have an iPod Touch back in the day?
No, dude, I had like an iPod Nano. It was the coolest thing I had.
Dude, I had a Nano. I had the one with like the touchpad thing.
Heck yeah.
Not like the touchscreen ones. And I put it through the wash, and it was the most devastating day of my life. So much so, my dad and I got one at the same time. He was like, "I will give you mine if you just stop crying." I was like, "Oh my!" It was a blue one. It was like the worst day ever.
Oh man.
I know. Anyway.
Yeah, I had an iPod Shuffle, and then I had an iPod Nano.
Nano's where it's at.
Not anywhere near as cool as the iPod Touch, though. iPod Touch I was envious of all my friends, for sure.
I did have one, but I think I had, like, my friends who got a new one. So, it was a hand-me-down, but it was, you were the coolest person alive.
Yeah. And Steam was founded in 2003, but in 2007, you could start purchasing major AAA titles. So you could just buy the latest, greatest AAA game from Steam digitally, which obviously is a key tipping point for the future of digital video games, which is obviously a huge thing that we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
And the other game companies would follow suit in the coming years. But yeah, as far as like any emerging technology related to gaming, I think it's just worth noting that touchscreens and motion controls were kind of all the rave from here up for the next few years. You had the DS, and you had the Wii, and then later we would get the Kinect and the PlayStation Move, and people were hooked on touchscreens and motion controls.
Don't forget about the iToy camera.
I did.
I will never not bring that up, just because I know you love it so much.
I'm sure it was long past dead in 2007, if I had to guess.
For sure not my household. Not even
All
close.
right, that's the that's the opening section here. And now we're going to
Yay.
go month by month, talk about games that came out every month. And
Yep.
Hannah, you're up.
I am up. Okay, so I broke these down into like notable events, things that I thought were interesting, and then I did obviously the games that came out that month that we thought were important to mention. So, January, notable events. GameStop reports $1.7 billion for the 9 weeks of Christmas ending December 30th of 2006 with a B, billion dollars.
How many
Isn't that
billion?
crazy? 1.7 billion.
Man.
In 2000, I mean, the year of 2006.
Yeah.
They're coming in January. They're like, oh, yeah, I mean, we got all this money. And they'll come back up again in a little bit. But isn't that crazy? That's a 29% increase from the previous year.
Wow.
Which is one of their most successful seasons to date, of course.
I mean, that's very telling of how gaming industry is doing in 2007.
There's definitely a common theme going through all of these notable events that I have throughout the months. Let's see. U.S. sales of PS3 hit 1 million units sold in the first 6 weeks of launch, breaking the PS2 record, which was fascinating.
Oh, wow.
Because then it slowed down significantly. Let's see. Nintendo raised DS sales forecast by 15% to 23 million units sold and raised targets for Wii software, expecting 21 million games for the console compared to the estimated 17 million. So they're doing also really great.
Couldn't keep it in store shelves.
I think that's one of the main reasons why I didn't get one for so long is because my parents were like, hell no, we're not doing that. We're not camping outside of Best Buy or Circuit City. Hell
Heck
no,
no.
you're just going to have to wait. Let's see. Nintendo has sold more than 10 million DSs in the US and is the fastest selling video game system in the world, at the time, of course. Since its launch in November 2004, nearly 9 DS or DS Lites sell every 60 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
That crazy? Wild. Oh, also I wanted to mention before I started, a lot of these notes came from articles written from the gamesindustry.biz website. So they have like a big archive of all their news articles and stuff that they've written like through the years. I think they started like 2004 or something. So I just kind of ran through and grabbed some of the interesting ones. They're based in the UK, obviously, so I didn't pick those stories, but they had a lot of reporting in the US too. So I thought I should say that.
That's very cool.
So that was really interesting kind of resource. Let's see. Didn't know this was a thing, but Nintendo won an Emmy by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences for the invention of the plush-shaped D-pad. Is that crazy? An Emmy.
I didn't know that.
The award was presented in recognition of the technological advancement of the D-pad and how it's changed how people interact with video games and, by extension, their TV set.
We just take it for granted these days.
Fascinating. I mean, my remote right here. What's that? D-pad. You know, crazy. Anyway, thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, the official PlayStation magazine, called OPM for short, printed its final issue. But we'll talk about that later. They come back. Magazines aren't dead yet.
Oh, snap.
Let's see. Games we have. Lost Planet Extreme Condition is a third-person shooter developed and published by Capcom for the Xbox 360. We have WarioWare Smooth Moves, everyone's favorite, Wario franchise. Wacky minigames and all sorts of fun and tales. We have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for the DS. We got Rogue Galaxy for PS2. It's an action-adventure RPG. Or no, sorry, just an action RPG. Developed by Level 5 and published by Sony. And we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, which was ported to the PS3 at this point. All interesting games, especially Rogue Galaxy. I've seen that one so many times. It's everywhere. I know the cover in my brain immediately when you say it.
Yeah, that's one I got from Goodwill like a decade ago and just never really got to experience it. Pretty solid month. You got your AAA stuff here, and then you've got like a Sonic game that I imagine a lot of people probably already were disgusted by when it launched on 360, and now they're bringing it to PS3.
It's awesome. Can you explain the hate behind this game? Is it just a departure from the series norm, or?
No, it's just very buggy and glitchy is what it boils down to. It is a departure for sure. It's like a 3D game, but I've heard and everyone talks about it. It's just like the buggiest, glitchiest mess.
Oh, what a shame. But yeah, I looked up
Um,
all of these games that we have here just so I was familiar with what they were, and some of them I had literally no clue what they are. Like, oh man, if you would have mentioned that, I'd be like, yeah, whatevs. Anyway, that's January.
Hannah's knowledge here.
That's what this is all about. Let's see. Going right into February, some events here. We have, oh, this one's great. THQ announces the acquisition of the California developer Mass Media. You know what they make?
I don't.
Oh, it's Shrek Super Party.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah.
mention it every time we record.
Every episode. So Mass Media is known for having created the interactive film genre of games, including games like Full Spectrum Warrior and Shrek Super Party. I mean, it was there. I could not mention it.
We didn't talk about it on the show, but Indy Navarrete got the freaking Shrek Super Party.
And she was like, oh my, this is the best game ever. I think she got it sealed too. And she's like, oh, I love this game. She's right. It is the best game ever. And I love her for it.
Carry on.
Let's see. At this time, THQ was the #1 third-party publisher for Nintendo DS last year. Their sales were up about 25%. THQ makes like literally every genre, or not every genre, every licensed franchise you could possibly think of. They have a game in that. They got Disney stuff. They have SpongeBob stuff. They have so many things. It's hard to name.
Go listen to our SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, nice plug. Let's see. Bandai Namco is also releasing some sales figures. They say profits are up 112% for their quarter 3. Also, it's worth noting that when they say like quarter 3 and quarter 2 and all that kind of stuff, I think each company's different, but like Nintendo's is March to March. So when you're like, oh my god, quarter 3 is in February, it doesn't make any sense. They're all messed up. It's not like January 1st to December 31st.
I didn't bring it up at the beginning, but Bandai and Namco did merge finally in 2006, and it would actually like go into effect in 2007, I believe. So that was new.
Interesting. And they're raking in the dough, man. Let's see. Since the start of the year, which would have been a month prior, they released 88 games and sold 16.6 million units.
That can't be Bandai?
It says Bandai Namco since the start of that year. January.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey, unless I wrote it wrong, which is very possible, but I don't think so. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Activision acquires an Irish software developer. I don't know if you mentioned this already. I don't think so. Demonware. Their clients include Atari, Ubisoft, and Activision. Their technology has been used in games like Blazing Angels, Call of Duty 3, and Splinter Cell Double Agent. Activision was very active this year. Crazy. How much they had just so much money. They're like, gimme, 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 gimme.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I know, really. Let's see, some notable games. We have Diddy Kong Racing DS, everyone's favorite monkey racer, I think. Actually, no, I think the favorite one is on Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I think this is like a port. I don't know if it's a port or a sequel. I don't think anybody cares about this one.
Okay, psych. Moving on. We got Final Fantasy VI for the GBA. It's a port. Yeah. Super cool. We got Lunar Nights, an action RPG game, and the fourth of the Boktai series, I guess. It's a series of games developed by Kojima. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's a unique series known for using a built-in solar sensor for gameplay, which I thought was pretty neato. We have The Warriors, based on the 1979 film of the same name. It's a beat-em-up developed by Rockstar, which I didn't know. I'd never heard of that in my life.
I made us talk about this just because I see people talk about it all the time. It's like one of the greats from the 2000s, apparently.
Really? Oh, I have never heard of it. Let's see, we got WePlay.
Heck yeah. Throw some darts.
we got Tulip, which I've also never heard. It's an action... Oh, no, sorry. God, I don't know why I keep saying that. It's an adventure simulation game developed by Punchline. Released in 2002 in Japan. It didn't make its way over here till 2007, where it was published by Natsume. So I guess that's a pretty big deal. It's got like a super cute, charming little cover with a cute little like post office monkey. and then like Animal Crossing-esque characters kind of like running amok behind him. It's very cute.
Yep.
Then we have Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. One of the many Ratchet and Clank games that came out within like a span of like 5 years.
Yeah.
Like even like 3 years, I feel like. We have Crackdown, an action-adventure game published by Microsoft for the 360, which I'd never heard of. And one of my favorite games from the Wii, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't know why I like that one. I just did.
Yeah, go ahead and play it in 2026 and let me know how you feel.
It's probably awful, but it was one of the, not the very first, but it actually might have been one of the very first games I played on the Wii. And I remember being very frustrating, but I also really remember enjoying it as well. So, there's that.
Yeah, that game, I mean, had such a bad influence on my cousin who it was one of his first Wii games as well. It had such a negative influence on him as his first Sonic game that he doesn't like Sonic because of this game. He's never tried another one. He just assumes they all suck because of Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Oh, he's got PTSD. Man. That's
post-traumatic Sonic disorder.
Yeah, I was about to say. I remember it fondly. I do remember being very frustrated at points, and I don't think I ever beat it, but I remember enjoying my time.
I can't speak to it.
As like a 12-year-old, so my opinion matters.
Let's take it into March here. We've got Tekken 5, 5th entry in the fighting series that is Namco's child. We've got GTA Vice City Stories. I don't know if I would have mentioned this if I had realized that this was the stories. Like, I know GTA Vice City is a big deal. I honestly don't even know what Vice City Stories is. It's on PS2 and it's like $50+. Like, it's pretty expensive. What? I don't know why. But that's a game that came out. And then Wario Master of Disguise. I actually played this like in the last 2 years. This is a DS game. It's not a WarioWare game. It's not a Wario Land game. It is just kind of its own standalone Wario platformer, and it's pretty fun actually. I would recommend you give it a shot if you're just like craving a handheld platformer. It's not bad. Kind of a puzzle platformer. How long was it? It took me. I mean, it was probably a good 8 hours, honestly.
Damn. Okay.
It wasn't a cakewalk. We got MotorStorm. Didn't you mention this one earlier?
Not specifically this series, no.
Okay.
I did more of the ATV MX series.
Gotcha. And I think I said that when we were taking these notes too.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
I feel like I've seen this game a million times. It must have been pretty popular on PS3 or something. I'm not sure, but it must have been popular.
It's literally a dude riding a dirt bike on the cover. Like, I know exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. Call of Duty Roads to Victory. It was a PSP exclusive. I don't know why I wrote this one down. I think I just thought it was interesting. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty, even single player, and I think that the fact that I just didn't even know this one existed, I wanted to add it to the list here.
And you're like, I need that right now.
Yeah, and I didn't even go buy it. I need to go buy it. God of War 2. Kind of the big deal here for March. God of War was a huge success on PS2, and the sequel would come out on PS2, but not PS3, interestingly enough. All the way in 2007, the PS3 had been out for a minute, and yeah, this insanely big deal of a first-party game comes out exclusively on the previous gen, which is very interesting.
That is fascinating, actually. Because it's not like Sony didn't know that they weren't releasing a new console. Right. And it's a big... a weird choice by them.
It's a strange choice. And it must have done numbers because it got a greatest hits release. And... like, it's weird to think that, okay, the Black Label comes out in March. You're telling me, like, months down the road, they released it again as a greatest hits? Like, what's going on with this game?
Weird. What a fascinating piece of Sony history right there. That is absolutely bonkers.
That's what we live for here. The weird, interesting data.
I love it.
Custom Robo Arena is a DS game published by Nintendo. I know the Custom Robo on GameCube. I know there's probably a couple more in Japan that we didn't get here. But yeah, Custom Robo Arena on the DS. Armored Core 4, another Robo type game, mech game. I got nothing to say about it. I know you don't, but you might have something to say about Lost in Blue 2 on the DS? Question mark?
It's cool. No, it's one of those series. I think we've talked about it before. I can't remember. Yeah. I think it was in maybe our Natsume episode or something. I don't know. It's always seemed like such a cute little series that I mean, they have tons of releases. I just never picked it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there were like 3 or something on the DS alone. I remember us talking about it.
But super cool.
The first Stalker game comes out. Just a quick mention there, Shadow of Chernobyl. I think that the second, like, there was a new Stalker game like this year. I think that was kind of a. I'm not gonna say it was a big deal, but there was a sequel recently. I had to write down Medal of Honor Vanguard. It's a first-person shooter. Obviously, I played a lot of first-person shooters as long as they were rated T on the Wii.
Right. Totally fair.
I played Call of Duty on the Wii. I played Medal of Honor. I played The Conduit. I definitely have always been into first-person shooters since I've been allowed to play them. And back in 2007, I had to use a freaking motion controls to play mine. A lot of good memories for sure, and had to be mentioned here.
I prefer motion controls for that kind of stuff now. Obviously, Nintendo has kind of gotten me used to it at this point, but like, could you imagine Splatoon with a mouse? No.
Well, I don't know why Splatoon works so well in motion. It does. And I just, like, I can turn it off and use the stick like any other shooter, but when I do that, it doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is.
Something about Splatoon. They nailed it.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent was also one of the million Tom Clancy games that released. And that's it for March for the big releases.
Okie dokie. Ready for April?
Yes, ma'am.
I got you for the next 2 months. Let's go. April. Events. Dun, 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 dun. Data shows that the PS2 surpassed the lifetime sales with 118 million units, beating the Game Boy Advance / Game Boy Color record.
Wow.
Dang. This is interesting, because I didn't know it was actually called something different. I just called it the Xbox 360, the black one. It's called the Xbox 360 Elite. Didn't know that. Launched in the US for $479.99.
That's crazy. A lot of money, but still less than the PS3 at the time.
Yeah. And this is the fancy one.
Yeah.
This is the better running version. Let's see. We got Bethesda Softworks purchased the rights to the Fallout series. Ta-da! I wore it today because I knew I was going to mention it. Look at that. Series of video games from Interplay for $5.75 million, which is a bargain, right? Considering how well it's done. Let's see. Interplay previously granted the rights to Bethesda to develop sequels in the series, while they kept the option to produce a Fallout MMO, which I don't believe we ever got. I don't know if 76 is considered an MMO or not.
I don't know.
And a third installment of the series, which was already in the works at the time. Because of the new deal, Bethesda will be the sole owner of Fallout and will actually be licensing the rights to Interplay for this MMO. So kind of a weird backwards thing.
Yeah.
Nintendo profits are up 77%, baby. Let's go. 77% are killing it. Here's a fun one. Bandai Namco sold 80% share of the Japanese video game developer Monolith Soft to Nintendo. This is big news, baby.
Oh, wow. This is when it started. Holy crap.
Yep. Known at the time, obviously, for Xenosaga and Baten Kaitos. But Bandai Namco will retain a 16% share of the developer. I should have looked it up. I don't know if that's still true. I don't think Bandai Namco has any holding in it at all now. But I don't know. That's crazy. This is where it all began. 2007.
This is where it all began, and I imagine Xenoblade wasn't too far off.
No, I don't think so. I think
maybe a couple years. I'm not sure.
I want to say 2011, but I'm sure they were probably working on it very soon after this. So a game like that would probably take a while. Games, we have Enchanted Arms, an RPG developed by FromSoft and published by Ubisoft.
Excellent.
We have Super Paper Mario, of course, the great one, and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Your favorite?
Haven't played Super Paper Mario yet. But yeah, I love Diamond and Pearl. And it was probably... I mean, it'll probably show up in the sales later for sales.
It sure will. It was one heck of a release.
You didn't play Diamond and Pearl?
I didn't have a DS, homie. I didn't have a DS until I was like 15 years old.
Oh, okay.
So no. My last Pokemon game was Emerald.
Gotcha.
Yep. And I got you for May as well. Kind of a quiet month in terms of events. We have EA had sales reach 3.1 billion with a B at the end of their fiscal year in March, which was up 5% from 2.95 billion the previous year.
That is really crazy in 2007 money.
Billion. And I'm sure I don't know what inflation and everything like that would change it. I'm no smart person like that, but that's a lot of dollars here and then.
Yeah.
Games, we have Spider-Man 3.
I played that on the Wii. It was pretty not great.
Ooh. It's based on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3. It's like the events of the movie, right?
Yeah, and I don't remember if anything was changed, but yeah, it was based on the movie.
That movie wasn't very good either, so I guess that makes sense. We have Etrian Odyssey. I think that's how you say that. That's how I say that. It's the first in the series, released on the DS. It's a dungeon crawler RPG by Atlas. Has quite a few games in the series, and this was the first release of it. With the latest being released in 2018, so it's still going strong.
Yep.
20 years later. Well, I guess it's almost been 10 years, but, you know, whatevs. We have Touch the Dead, which is a horrible name. I hate it. Hate it. Awful. Nasty. It's a rail shooter / survival game for the DS. Use the stylus to point at oncoming zombies on the bottom screen. So very cool. Use the peripherals.
Was it in the House of the Dead series or no?
I don't think so. I didn't see anything about it.
Okay.
But Touch the Dead, awful. No ma'am. We have Dawn of Mana, which I figured you'd have something to say.
It is Secret of Mana Part 4. It is a game I have not yet played. PS2 exclusive. You can get it sealed for like $20 on Amazon because they made way too many copies.
Nice.
That's all the fun facts I have for you.
Did you get it sealed and open it?
I got it sealed and I will open it because it is worthless. Wow. Oh no, actually I don't own it yet. I still don't own it.
Oh, you're missing out. They're going to be like $25 next time you look. Let's see, 3 more for you. We got Odin Sphere, which is an action RPG by Vanillaware. I'm sure you've seen it. It's like pretty. It's purple. You'd recognize the cover. It's like, I don't know, like an epic Odin Sphere kind of title logo, and then it's got like cool little anime characters lined up such that it kind of looks like a superhero movie, like an Avengers movie. They're all kind of like stacked on top of each other. But I'm sure you've seen it.
I have it on PS2. It seems like the type of game I'd enjoy, actually.
It seems very fun. And I've seen it. It's literally everywhere. My eye is drawn to it, and I don't know why. It's just such a pretty cover.
Yeah.
We have Forza Motorsport 2.
Never played it. You can keep moving.
And then we have Mario Party 8.
Mario Party 8 is a big deal for me. I played this for a lot of freaking hours, and I guess I don't remember when I got it, but
yeah,
I didn't have a Mario Party. Actually, I don't think I ever had a Mario Party. I would play it with friends. I loved 3 so much. Didn't own 4, 5, 6, or 7. I had a GameCube for years and just never owned any of the Mario Parties. But I got the freaking Mario Party 8 on the Wii. I freaking loved it, and it was like a go-to game when I had friends over. It was a big deal for me. And it's not like it's a great Mario Party, but it had the motion controls, and it was just a great time to sit down, whether you're like 11, 12 years old. It was a good time.
That sounds awesome. I missed out on that experience, unfortunately, but Mario Party, still great to bring to parties. People still love it.
That takes us to June. And I'm going to quickly mention the Call of Juarez. This was the first game in the series, and it's actually a series that I would like to play. I played my Red Dead. I played my Gun. I've played my Western shooters, and then this is like
Hmm.
the other big Western shooter series that started that I would like to experience. It takes place in like the late 1800s era.
Ooh, that's fun.
Tomb Raider Anniversary. We're just gonna quickly mention that one. It is
Nice.
a game that came out, and then we got Big Brain Academy. We'd agree.
Yeah, nice. I didn't know there was one on the Wii. I feel like
Well,
I
I
only
didn't know
associate
that.
with them with the DS.
I didn't even know that either until I became a collector. Like I had no freaking clue.
Not a clue.
Dirt, first game in the Dirt series. I've played a few of these. They are pretty great rally car games.
Hmm. Dirt.
Resident Evil 4, specifically the Wii edition. This one added motion controls, and it's just kind of funny to think of like how successful Resident Evil 4 was, because even
Yeah.
today, like we're still getting Resident Evil 4, but now we're getting VR edition. Like this game has been made in every type of controller
Hell no.
compatibility you could think of. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And then Pokemon Battle Revolution came out on the Wii. I don't know much about this. I think it's akin to the Pokemon Stadium games on N64.
Like the Pokken games also?
No, definitely not like Pokken. Pokken was like a
Sick.
weird thing that's never been done again.
Never mind.
um. Oh gosh, my windows are freaking out. Hang on. All right,
Uh-oh.
that's it for June. The summer party keeps on going in July. We got Parappa the Rapper. It gets a PSP port. I
Sweet.
don't know. I had never heard of Parappa until I became a collector. Is that the
Me
same for
either.
you? I
Yeah.
don't know. It seems like they were actually pretty popular games on PS1,
Hmm.
but I didn't know anybody that knew what Parappa was.
Nope. I didn't know anyone that had like a PSP or any of those kind of things.
Yeah. Mario Strikers Charged. I freaking love the GameCube game. Never played Charged until I got older. I don't even know if I've ever played Charged actually. Maybe like a couple matches, but it's it's
Nah.
probably not anywhere as near as good as the GameCube one, if I had to guess.
None of them
Um,
are they? That's
the
like
only
the
other
best
one
one in
is
the
on
series.
Switch, and I think the Switch one is actually pretty darn good.
Okay, never mind. Take
Yeah.
that back.
The
Sick.
World Ends With You. It's a Square Enix game on DS. You got any experience with this one?
Nope. Not at all.
I think it's on Switch now, right?
It is. That I do know. And I think there's a World Ends With You too, also on Switch. I think I could be wrong. I think that was a big deal.
I don't know if that's true or not. And
Okay, well,
then
just call me a liar.
you
I'm
could
making
be
stuff
right. I
up.
don't know. You are the Switch queen of the two of us.
Ooh, thank you. Take
um,
that.
and then Game of the Year comes out. Picross DS.
Lovely. It does it have a theme or is it just puzzles?
It's just puzzles.
No Mario, no nothing, just puzzles.
No, there are so many themes that we're missing in terms of Picross. Like, we should just have a Nintendo Picross in 2027. Like, where is that?
Where's the Picross? We could even do a Picross 99.
Oh my gosh, I would be elite. Holy crap.
Thank you. I will take your money now.
That's actually some weird crap you would see from them. Like, we don't get, like, interesting ones. We get, like, what's the F-Zero? No one wanted an F-Zero 99. I would see a
No.
Picross for sure.
Thank you. I know. I sometimes I have good ideas.
um, no, obviously not Game of the Year, and neither of us have played this one, but we do have to regularly mention Picross, Pokemon Puzzle League, and whatever we mentioned earlier. What was it?
Shrek Super Party.
Yes.
All the time. I will always find an excuse to bring those up.
Big event in
Excellent.
July was E3, and
Oh,
it's not usually in July. So here's what happened with E3. It turned into the E3 Media and Business Summit for 2 years only. It was '07 and '08. They were getting complaints from exhibitors that the prices were getting out of control for booths. It was between $5 and $10 million.
oh, what?
So I assume the people that would be paying that are like EA, Bandai, like these publishers that have that kind of money to just throw around or whatever.
I
Um,
guess.
but yeah, in 2006 they were complaining. So in 2007 they said, "All right, we're gonna do the Media and Business Summit." Several large vendors who uh, several large vendors who had attended previously told ESA, which is the company that owns E3, that they were going to skip the next E3 due to these high prices, hence the change in 2007. To help with this, they downsized drastically, and attendees were limited to those from the retail and media sectors. There were no like regular you and me type of people just walking the vendor halls.
Dang.
There was one guy who's an industry analyst, whatever the heck that even means, Michael Pachter. He said that not allowing consumers at E3 reduced the visibility and commercial opportunities for the publishers there.
Yeah.
And Activision was a part of the ESA prior to this, but they dropped out of E3 entirely in 2008 because they said they were too big for the event at that point.
Dang. That seems like a lose-lose for everybody.
Yeah. So by 2009, they went back to E3 and it up the normal way.
God, but $10 million a booth? Huh. Like, well, now it doesn't make any sense, right? That's why it doesn't exist anymore. But I guess back then, I don't know. I guess back then it made sense to pay that much?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the internet was still kind of growing. It wasn't like we were getting Nintendo Directs on YouTube, you know?
I suppose. Wow, that's absolutely crazy. And
That's
now it's
pocket
dead.
change.
Wow, wow.
Pocket change for these companies.
I guess in 2007, you're right. They're making billions. They're like, whatever, I wipe my butt with $10 million, you know? Crazy.
That's it for July. Take us to August.
August, we have the most important event here besides, you know, the acquisition of the Shrek Super Party Mass Media. But Disney buys Club Penguin. Wow, what a big deal. Love Club Penguin. Played it a heck of a lot back in the day. I played it when I was in college. Me and my friends decided to start it up again.
So
it was shut
still
down
active?
for a long time.
Okay.
I don't know. It was shut down for a long time while Disney or somebody did like updates on it, like whatever, made sure you couldn't like buy children or whatever, or like do anything weird and illegal. And we played it for a long time, and I don't think it is up anymore, but I could be wrong. I have not checked in a while. But yeah, what a big deal. Club Penguin rocks.
Yeah.
This one's a fun one. So Nintendo supports the U.S. Customs raids as agents executed 32 federal search warrants in 16 states as part of alleged illegal sales of modification chips for various video game consoles. And Nintendo said, hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do those raids. Nintendo was like, we love that. Go U.S.
That's interesting. I mean, the Wii was super easy to hack, or it is now. I wonder if they were doing stuff to DS's. I don't know. That's very interesting.
Do have a little information. Obviously, it included the Wii, so Nintendo was super protective about it. That's why they were so supportive. But according to them, Nintendo and its developers and publishers have lost an estimated $752 million, with an M, in sales in 2006 due to piracy of said products.
Wow.
So, since April, Nintendo has seized around 91,000 counterfeit Wii discs.
Discs. Interesting.
Discs. So they'd be doing... So I guess what you could do, you can still do it now, hack it back in the day so that you override their security, which obviously when you put a disc in and it's not Nintendo, they're like, hell no, get that out of here. But you can override said security system and then make your own discs and put it in there.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Crazy.
I mean, you own your Wii. I feel like that should be illegal. I don't know.
That's still a debate going on now. That's crazy. You don't own anything now. Yeah. You own not a single thing. Anyway, moving on, we have Midway, you know, the arcade peoples, announces they've made 31.8, big difference, 31.8 million in net revenue in quarter 2 of 2007. So they're also raking in the big bucks.
Quarter 2.
Activision, crazy. Activision net revenue also up 163%.
Yep.
Here's some more for you. Capcom Capcom, net sales up 35%.
Isn't there like a freaking recession about to occur? Like, isn't that 2008?
Yeah, things are going way too well. And then
Go
somebody
ahead.
done messed it up. Microsoft announces price cuts for the Xbox 360. It's down $50, bringing standard console to $280 and hard drive model down to $350. So, bargain.
Nice.
Nintendo files for a new patent. This one's cool. In the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, which seems to indicate it is working on motion sensing technology to be used in a handheld system. Does that sound familiar?
I assume.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the 3DS definitely does have motion.
I don't know specifically it's indicating, but I didn't look at the patent, but pretty sweet. If you ask me. They'd be doing it all the way in 2007.
Yeah.
They're on it. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. According to analysts, the online console market will be worth $10.5 billion by 2011. It is currently estimated at the time in 2007 to be around 981 million USD. That's a lot of dollars. Now, did I look to see what it's worth now? No. But can I tell you it's way more than 10.5 billion? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They were just like the precipice. This is like, not the precipice. This was like the incline of what we see now today.
Yeah, and
like
we
the
lived
very
through
beginnings.
it. We saw it live.
Look at us. And did I visit an online store, do any of that? No. Not until way, way, way later. Look at me. Anyway, let's see. Microsoft introduced Xbox 360 with HDMI enabled models, which is also crazy. The PS3 introduced it the year prior at launch, but then Xbox is like, yeah, we could do that.
I'm sorry, the original 360 doesn't have HDMI?
I guess not.
Maybe it just didn't come with a cable. I don't know if that... I think maybe all 360s came with HDMI ports, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'll
I also
fact check.
thought that was strange. But, yeah, and apparently they replaced the models fairly quickly after they came out with all HDMI. Fact check me, but I don't know. Blame Game Biz Industry. Industry.biz.
No, you're right. They did not all have HDMI ports.
Thank you. I do some research sometimes.
That is just freaking nuts. Man, how annoying would it be to get a 360 in 2026 and it just doesn't have HDMI out?
I think the one that I have doesn't.
Dang.
I know. I don't ever play it, but I believe mine does not. Because I had to get a special cable for it. Let's see. Games. Here we go. Mega Man, one word. Star Force, also one word. Just kidding. They're both two words. For the DS, it's Mega Man. Sweet. Heroes of Mana. Why do I get all the Mana ones?
I also have not played this one, and it is also $20 sealed all day long on Amazon because they made way too many of them.
It's wild that 2 of them came out this year.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's the kind of stuff that was happening. Like when we talk about some of these games, it was like, like there's another Ratchet and Clank we're gonna talk about. Like there's just some crazy stuff happening. Oh, October gets crazy, yeah.
Yeah, what a wild time. Then we have Persona 3, which is still around today. Made waves, still making waves. We have This Is For You, Bloons Tower Defense, which is everyone's favorite monkey balloon popping game.
Yeah, go ahead and tell everybody your experience with balloons, Hannah.
Well, I played, and first of all, when you said balloons, I spelled it up balloons, and I was like, that ain't right. It's balloons. Bloons. Balloons. I played it on like Miniclip or whatever on the computer back in the day.
All right.
But there's so many of them. There's like 9.
You don't have to play all of them, and the fact that you played it is great. At first, you told me that you had never heard of this series, and it was very deeply concerning, but you're good.
I'm sorry. Because if it doesn't, no way would I have thought, oh, yeah, that's my favorite game ever. No. I just clicked the cute little monkey popping balloons game back in the day and just played that. But like once I seen like the actual game, once I saw what it looks like, I was like, okay, I remember that vaguely.
Tower defense for the win.
Yep. All right. Then we have Rune Factory, which is the... Wow, hold on. I didn't know this. The full name for Rune Factory is Rune Factory: A Fantasy Harvest Moon.
Yeah,
Wild.
It was like 11 o'clock at night. I wasn't going to have you type all that out.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But anyway, it's the first in the series, of course, developed by Neverland on the DS and published by Natsume in North America. But it's another Harvest Moon. There's
That is
Harvest
pretty
Moons
cool.
everywhere. And then we have the most notable release, Brain Age 2. I think that one also has a longer title, but we just know it as Brain Age 2.
Almost as notable as Picross DS.
That's right, exactly. Then we have BioShock, which actually is important. It's a first-person shooter developed by 2K for Windows and Xbox 360. It's important because it was like one of the biggest examples at the time of a first-person shooter that had a really in-depth, thought-provoking kind of storyline. And like we actually had to make like tough choices, and they mattered. I haven't played it. I just took the review word for it, but that sounds right.
I would agree. I've played a little bit of it. It's there's a lot of games that are still modeled after what they did in this game. I feel like it was definitely like a ground layer for a lot of upcoming first-person shooters down the line.
To think it was on the Xbox 360. Groundbreaking stuff. Then we have another one of your games. Why didn't you take this month? That's crazy. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
It was about 11:30 at night, and we were like, "I'll just take this month. It's fine." I played through the first 3 Metroid Primes. I thought they were all great. I don't think I could tell you which one was which. Like I just kind of sped through these games, like a decade ago. But Metroid Prime 3, good game.
Cool. Next, Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Our favorite series. This one's on the PSP. It's definitely one that you've seen in the store. It's got monsters on the front, and it's you hunt monsters.
Yep. Next,
Wild Arms 5. Turn-based RPG. It's the 5th in the series, which is crazy. That they had already been bebopping, and it's only 2007. Then we have Blue Dragon, which I'm sure you probably recognize, also for the Xbox 360. It's an RPG developed by Mistwalker, in collaboration with Microsoft Studios Japan. It's the first 360 title to make use of the multiple discs. There are 3 in total, which I didn't know. In it, you've seen the cover. It's looks very Dragon Questy. It's got one little Dragon Quest character and then like a dragon coming off of him, a blue dragon. Go figure. Coming off of him.
Do you know why it's Dragon Questy?
Because it's made by the same artist, and I can't remember his name.
Yeah, it's Akira Toriyama. That's probably a pretty great game. I've heard great things about Blue Dragon.
Yeah. It is funny that it's a dragon, and it's Dragon Quest, but it has nothing to do with Square Enix. But it looks like the same.
We get into September here, and
nice.
It's Medal of Honor Airborne. I think that was a game we could have skipped. Next up, we got...
Sweet.
DK Jungle Climber was a DS title. It was in this weird phase where for 2 games in a row, they're like, we're not going to call him Donkey Kong, we're going to call him DK. Yeah. And there was King of Swing, and then there was Jungle Climber on the DS. I'm pretty sure this does not have great reviews, and it's one you could probably pass on, and it's why you've never heard of it.
I was about to say, I never heard of that one.
Drawn to Life was a huge deal. Did you play Drawn to Life on your non-existent Wii?
No, certainly not.
I didn't play Drawn to Life either. Drawn to Life is exactly what it sounds like. Like you can draw something and then you can control it and use it, but you use the Wii motion controls to actually draw it. So fun. Just a perfect example of like what you could and should be using the Wii for. For kids games, it was kind of a big deal. It probably sold a few billion copies if I had to guess.
And the series had took off after that. I think there was SpongeBob Drawn to Life and all sorts of collaborations and stuff. So cool.
The SpongeBob one is actually perfect because they have Doodle Bob as the cover. It's so good.
Sick. It's written for it.
Right. Eternal Sonata. Didn't you do an Eternal something earlier? Enchanted Arms is what you did.
I did. Yeah, it's another big E word.
I think these 2 get mixed up in my head.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I just skipped 3 games. We're on Skate. Hello. Skate was a big deal.
Going back.
Skate was the first big Tony Hawk competitor, I feel like. I don't think anybody else even dared to try to make a decent skating game to rival Tony Hawk.
This one came with like the actual skateboard, right? Or is that something
I
else?
I don't think so. I think that was something
Ugh,
else.
darn.
Heavenly Sword. I don't even. Oh, that's that PS3 first party game, and I don't know anything about Heavenly Sword.
Nope.
We got Eternal Sonata. We talked about it. We got Digimon World Dawn and Dusk. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Digimon. My Sims comes out, and yeah, just another quick mention. And then Sonic Rush Adventure was a DS exclusive. It was a sequel to Sonic Rush, which was also a DS exclusive. And then finally, we get Halo 3, which is obviously the game of the month and a lot of people's game of the year. It surpassed Halo
Mm-hmm.
2's records, making $170 million dollars in the first 24 hours.
Holy smokes.
Every time you watch one of these stupid videos on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, where it's like somebody has clearly like screen recorded this video so that they could steal it and use it on their Instagram
Mm-hmm.
like 50
Yeah,
times,
of
so it's
course.
super compressed. It's like
Yep.
these people lined up outside of GameStop and like it's a Halo 3 launch day release. That's what these videos are
Yep.
all about. Halo 3 is like the most nostalgic game for anyone that's like our age, and yeah, it sold it broke all the records and was a huge deal, and still probably wasn't even the best selling game of 2007. Um,
Yeah. We know it is.
but yeah, Halo 3 huge deal, great game, one of the last few that was made by Bungie.
Womp womp.
Take us into October where it gets really interesting.
October. October is a heck of a big month. I think that might be our biggest month yet. For sure is. All right, here we go. Some events here. The official US PlayStation Magazine returns. I told you it'd come back. It is a joint collaboration between Sony Entertainment America and Future US Inc., who was at the time the leading publisher of special interest magazines at the time.
I mean,
So
everybody must have just been pissed off that they discontinued it or something.
I don't know, or if it was like, I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
I assume, I don't know, maybe Future US put a lot of money into it and they're like, yeah, okay, we'll make this thing. And there's also a lot of magazines at the time. I
for
didn't go
sure.
too much into it because it was a lot. I think we could do our own episode on something like that. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Microsoft announces the Halo 3 sales, like you said, have reached 300 million in the first week. You already said that. Yay. And GameStop reached a milestone of opening 5,000 stores. 5,000 stores. Did you hear that?
That might have been the peak. No, I don't know. GameStop used to be insane, just everywhere. In
Yeah.
Houston, I don't know if I ever took you there, but they're not super close together anymore. I could stand
Yeah.
outside of one GameStop in North Houston and see another GameStop like less than a block away. They used to be
That's absurd.
everywhere.
That's absurd. That's like McDonald's. We don't need that many.
Yeah.
Just an interesting fact, though. They were tracking to open about 500 just this year, and it's
Oh my
October.
goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No wonder why they crashed and burned so bad. All right, we have games now, and buckle up, because there's a lot of them. The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Everyone's favorite DS Zelda game. I actually don't know that. I don't know which one people like more. But you know it. It's there.
I grew up with it. I never beat it. And I think I let somebody borrow it, which was a horrible mistake because I don't own it anymore.
Oh, no.
Only children do not let
Stupid.
people borrow things, and that was my one mistake. I let one person borrow one thing.
And never again.
Yeah.
Absolutely never again. We have Chibi Robo Park Patrol, which is for the DS, of course.
So the crazy thing
Bum-ba-da-dum.
that we found when we looked this up was like these two games, first party Nintendo games, were like 4 days apart or something stupid.
Yeah. One was like a Thursday, and I think one was like a Sunday or something like that. But crazy. That would
Absolutely.
never happen now.
That would never happen. Very interesting.
Never. I don't know if they just assumed they were such small. I mean, Zelda's not small, but maybe Zelda on the DS is smaller, and Chibi Robo was certainly not going to sell consoles. And they're like, yeah, well, let's put them together. They'll be at the store to buy one or the other. Weird. Anyway, we have Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night, both on console and the Game Boy and DS. And I didn't realize this, but apparently they're like completely different games developed by completely different people.
The handheld versus the console?
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's the second installment of the Spyro reboot, focusing more on high fantasy. And they're like a little more mature, but like also not really. It's I think a little less collectathon-y and more like adventure-esque. I've never played them, but it looks nice.
I never played them either.
Then we have Crash of the Titans, which I swear to God was going to be like Clash of the Titans. Like some like mythology kind of thing. It's not. It's freaking Crash Bandicoot. It's the sixth mainline game in the series.
There might be some inspiration there.
Mm-hmm. I understand, but silly naming. Anyway, should have been called Crash Bandicoot of the Titans. Anyway, developed by Radical Entertainment, it's a platformer. Yay. And then we're back to expanded name, Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. So he's got the whole Kit Kat and Boodle over here. It's a racing game.
Not a great year for DK if we got Barrel Blast and Jungle Climber.
Barrel Blast I have heard of. Jungle Climber, absolutely not. Not even anything. Fun fact though about it, it was originally announced at E3 in May of 2006 for the GameCube, but was later canceled in favor of the Wii. Smart choice.
Barrel Blast has you shaking Wii Remote and Nunchuck the whole race. That's how you move the vehicle. I think people hate this game.
No. Absolutely not. Next, we have Folklore, an action-adventure game set in Ireland and centered around Celtic mythology. Only for the PS3. I've heard good things about this one.
I've heard good things as well.
Never played it, though. Then we have the Orange Box Bundle, which I was like, what the hell is that? Just to refresh, it includes Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2 for Xbox 360 and PS3. Big ol' bundle.
Yeah, I don't remember the lore behind this bundle's existence, but I remember this game being a big deal.
I do not. We have Ace Combat 6, which is Airplanes Go Fast. Beautiful Katamari, which everyone loves Katamari. It's weird, it's wacky, it's roll things up in a ball.
Strangely, a 360 exclusive.
Oh, I did not know that. Did not write that. We have Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles.
First time we got Rondo of Blood in North America from the PC Engine.
Very cool. Did you play it? Was it nice?
Back in the day, and I guess regardless of whether you meant back in the day or now, I have not played this version.
Bummer. We have Mega Man ZX Advent. Cool names. It's Mega Man.
More Mega Man.
We have another Phoenix Wright. So we got Mega Man a couple months ago, and we got freaking Phoenix Wright a couple months ago, and we got the next one, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction, a couple months ago. That's 3 games released twice.
That's really
3
crazy.
Games where 2 games released twice. That made sense. Wild. Then we have Battalion Wars 2. It's a sequel to the first Battalion Wars. Came out on the Wii. It's a real-time tactics game with tanks and all sorts of fun artillery. If you're into those kind of games.
It's a Nintendo title. First party.
It is. Then we have Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. The best one, hands down. It doesn't even come close.
Yep, I am obsessed with this game, and Hannah's opinion doesn't really matter because she played on a Wii remote, or a PS2 controller, actually.
I did. Yeah, let's get it right. I at least play with a PS2 controller. It's fantastic. Play expert, like a dream. It's beautiful. I love it.
We got Halo
Best game.
3. We got freaking Guitar Hero 3. We got some incredible video games. BioShock. Pokemon. I mean, what a year, and we're only in October.
Persona 3. Resident Evil 4. All sorts of stuff. I got 2 more games for you, though. Stick with me. We got Eye of Judgment. This one's cool. Didn't know about this one. A digital collectible card video game developed and published by Sony. The first game to use the PlayStation Eye camera peripheral. The game lasted enough for 3 sets of cards to be released.
It must have done really poorly, because I know nobody's ever heard of this.
I have never heard of it in my entire life. As someone who loves the PlayStation camera line. Never heard of it. Never ever heard of this one. And finally, Manhunt 2, which I've never heard of, but it's a stealth game by Rockstar for PS2, PSP, and the Wii, which I know it was a big deal that was coming to the Wii. The game had quite a bit of controversy around its release, though, initially being too graphic for consoles, and then they censored it again, and it was still too graphic. So I don't know what they ended up ultimately changing, but it's apparently it wants you to make more and more graphic and deadly and bloody, like, murder scenes,
wow.
kill scenes and that kind of stuff. I think that's what they were going for, and then it took them a while, I think, to get it to mature rating and then for teen rating. I could be wrong for the Wii.
I didn't even know it was on Wii. That's all very interesting facts.
Bloody and deadly.
Yeah. Perfect for October.
I know. They really nailed it with that one.
November is our last month to talk about here because nothing happened in December because the other 11 months were so hefty.
Yep.
Yes. We're going to kick it off here with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The reviews were all 9s and 10s for this game. In November, in the US alone, the game sold 1.5 million units on just the 360. It sold 440,000 on PS3. I think that gives you a really good idea of how Xbox versus PS3 was going.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
By January, the game had already sold about 7 million units worldwide. This game showed what online console first-person shooters were going to be like for the next 2 decades. I mean, everything is kind of this now, 20 years later. Like, this set the standard. And it kind of stood on the shoulders of Halo 2, which was also a major step in the right direction for console FPSs. But yeah, got to give some serious credit to Call of Duty 4.
Wow.
Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. It was the sequel to the GameCube title Path of Radiance. Development started back in 2005 for this one. Wow. Metacritic is actually only a 78 for this guy.
That makes sense. I don't think people liked it as much.
Oh, interesting. Speaking of TT games, we got Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. I actually did play this one. This was, I had played a little bit of the first 2 Lego Star Wars games. Definitely was like a big Star Wars kid. I don't know about you. Were you a Star Wars kid?
I didn't like it until I was older.
I was like, I thought I was a Star Wars kid, right? Like, I would play lightsabers with the neighborhood kids, but, like, I could not have told you... I couldn't have told you anything other than, like, Darth Vader is his dad. Like, that was pretty much the 11-year-old mentality.
Spoiler. Yeah, that's crazy.
That being said, really big fan of the Lego Star Wars games. I didn't own them until this one came out, which is kind of just like a compilation of 1 and 2 put onto one Wii disc. That's cool. I think it was also on other consoles.
I didn't realize they went so far back. Because I feel like they just came out with, like, the full, complete Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Dual trilogy, I think. I think they have all of them recently, so it's got legs.
Yeah, I think you're
Detachable legs.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games comes out in 2007.
I played that one. I think that was my first Wii game. I think I don't think it came bundled with it, but I think that was the game my parents bought for me for Christmas a couple years down the line, or my birthday or something. I played that one.
They're like, she likes Mario, she likes Sonic and the Secret Rings, let's do this.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, it's a match made in heaven. I loved it.
So, I haven't really experienced a lot of Mario and Sonic, but I don't think I'm missing out on much.
No, considering it doesn't exist anymore, I think it's dead. I think you're fine.
I would not be surprised if they made a new one in the next couple of years. I feel like they just randomly put those games out.
Okay, we'll see.
Silent Hill Origins. It's another Silent Hill game. Super Mario Galaxy. This is why nothing came out in December. Like, everything else happened. Mario Galaxy, 97 on Metacritic. The lowest review that this game got, I was looking, is a 9.5. This was just universal appraise.
Loved it.
Game of the Year for several publications, including IGN and GameStop. The
Nice.
first week alone, it sold 500,000 units. This game was a huge deal.
Dang. Missed it.
Have you played it since?
I played it for a good hour and then felt like I was gonna vomit, so I'd stop.
That's
Like
right.
a couple
Yes.
years ago. I know, I suck.
Maybe you need to play it without motion controls on the Switch.
Yeah, that might help actually.
Hannah, you literally are obsessed with Mario 64. This is literally Mario 64. They just pretend Sunshine doesn't exist. This is a direct sequel, and it's like one of the best games ever made. I'm not. I'm just don't even. You
Okay.
don't have to respond. I don't need to hear whatever your. I don't. You can
I
stop.
hold on. It is. It's Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy on the collector's edition. Yeah, so I already own it. I could play it.
Cool. I'm really glad you bought that, Hannah.
Thanks. It's somewhere.
I played Rayman Raving Rabbids 2 with the local neighborhood kids.
And they
Uh,
loved it.
we all loved it, Hannah. It was a great game.
Okay.
No, it had some pretty good mini games actually. I enjoyed this one a lot. Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles. I believe that is a rail shooter where you get
Another
to use.
game with a
Yeah,
dual release or series.
good point. Yep. Need for Speed, Pro Streets. Don't know anything about that one. Assassin's Creed. Another freaking monstrous game. This huge deal. Started a whole series of games that are probably annual at this point for Ubisoft, but specifically the first game was a huge advancement in like the social stealth and crowd AI. What I mean by that is like it has incredible blending mechanics. If you go into a crowd and then you suddenly go from like a walk to a run, they're gonna react accordingly, like you would see in real
Huh.
life. Like, oh, why is that
Yeah.
freak running all of a sudden?
Get
Um,
away from me.
just like things we take for granted these days in video games, but like that was a big deal in '07.
Yeah.
It was also a huge leap in like the parkour area. Big deal. You could
Even I
just
remember that.
yeah, for sure. Vertical exploration instead of just horizontal. Climbing buildings was pretty awesome in this game. Very interesting story that kind of mixes sci-fi with historical fiction. And only had a Metacritic of 81 after all those things I just said about it.
Really? Well, I mean, I'm sure it's improved upon. It was the first entry, right?
Right. Link's Crossbow Training comes out. Shout out to Link's Crossbow Training.
Sick.
It's a little tech demo that came with a Wii Zapper bundled in, and it was pretty fun actually.
You played it.
I did play it. I borrowed it from somebody back in the day and gave it back. Imagine that. That's how you borrow things, people. I'm not salty. Mario
Yeah.
Party DS comes out, and nobody cared. And then we've got, man, that's another crazy, like, Nintendo would never do that. We got Mario Galaxy and Mario Party DS in the same month.
That is wild. And Radiant Dawn. That was also.
And, oh my
Nintendo
gosh,
published.
yeah. Holy crap.
Sheesh.
Literally something for everybody. A 3D platformer, a very serious tactical RPG or whatever
Yeah.
it is, and then a party game.
Sweet.
Mass Effect. Here we are again with another insanely important game in the month of November. This game was really good at blending third-person shooter with RPG genres, like incredibly well. The choices you made in the story would carry over into later entries. I think that's incredibly cool.
That is fascinating.
That's not really a 2007 thing because those games came out later, but it is cool to mention. I would love to do this game for an episode. I don't know if you've ever had a desire to check out Mass Effect.
I do now after doing this episode. I had no idea what it was. I assumed it was like a shooter game. Not
It's
even
heavy
close.
on the story.
Heck yeah.
Got a 91 Metacritic on Xbox 360, 85 on PS3.
Sign me up. Can I play it on my PS5?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we still have one more insanely large release, Hannah. It's Rock Band. We
Guitar Hero's
are
ugly cousin.
we are Guitar Hero believers in this household, but Rock Band gave it a run for its money, and
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, I imagine every household in that had a Wii or a 360 or
Yep.
PS3 either had Guitar Hero or Rock Band or both
Or
if you were
both.
really cool. But like
Uh-huh.
every household, man, it was a huge deal. I spent so many hours on both games. I didn't have Rock Band, but I would play it at friends' houses.
Heck yeah.
It introduced the drum set. Like Guitar Hero didn't
Yep.
have drums yet. It didn't have
Nope.
vocals. It didn't have a full band playing together. So that was a
Yeah.
huge step that would eventually make Guitar Hero go and do that. Just a perfect example of like video games having some competition between one another, and just like it was so much fun being in this era of
Yeah.
rhythm games. I loved it.
I mean, you couldn't really. I like Guitar Hero better, obviously, but you could not go wrong if you had Rock Band. I mean, it's essentially very, very similar, if not the same thing. But the drums were very fun. I never did play the Guitar Hero drums. I only ever played the Rock Band drums.
Yeah, pretty much same here. I didn't own the drum set for Guitar Hero.
Because if you
Um,
have the Rock Band drum set, there's really no need, unless you really love Guitar Hero, to get the Guitar Hero drum set. Why would you want two drum sets? That would be obnoxious. You
yeah,
know?
and they weren't compatible. The Guitar Hero one
Nope.
had the cymbals, and so I wonder if that was intentional. They were like, "Oh, we got to be different, so that they can't just like use their hardware."
Absolutely was.
Holy crap! Another Nintendo first-party game, Master of
Yep.
Illusion.
Crazy. Four in
Uh,
1 month.
that is insane. Is that 5 or 4?
One, two, three, four, five. Five!
Oh
Hot
my
damn. And
gosh.
Mario and Sonic, I guess, doesn't technically count, but it would be, it's like 5.5.
It is also worth mentioning. Yeah, that's crazy. Master of Illusion DS is a
God.
game that came out with it comes with a pack of cards. It really focuses on it's like something to do with magic tricks and like I think it teaches you how to do magic tricks on your DS. Like neat idea for somebody that's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Comes in a cool big box too.
I
And
have it. I have the
yeah,
Japanese one back here.
yep, yep.
Easily accessible. I would grab it, but I don't.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was the last one I wanted to mention. This was actually super popular. I think that a lot of people love this series. I
Mm.
don't care or know anything about Dragon Ball, but I know this is a big deal.
I believe I have played one of the ones on the PS2, and you're right. At the time, like the boys in middle school were crazy for it. Absolutely wild. Did you play Dragon Ball? Yeah, dude, you play Dragon Ball? Yeah, man. Just like that.
I think this, like, when people go back and get old Dragon Ball games, like, this is the one that's gotten really pricey because it's in such high demand. Like, people want to
Yeah,
play this one.
that's fun. There's so many of them, though. Holy smokes.
And that was it, dude. So there's nothing I have for December. But
Not a thing.
everybody had plenty to ask for Christmas. Is what I'm saying.
So many things. I should have totaled up like how many from each developer or whatever, or like big company, but alas, we did not. But just know that Nintendo did 5 in November, so you can imagine what the numbers are like.
Right. You want to take us into sales data?
I got some sales here for you, stuff that I found interesting. And take these mostly with a grain of salt, because again, this definitely could tie in some of the other regions, unless it specifically does not say. So we have console sales, not just 2007, or not just consoles released in 2007, but the sales of consoles. So obviously, it's going to include things from last year, a couple years ago. We have ranked number 1 with sales of 8.5 million in the U.S. is the DS. Just combined total there for you. It's 24.3 million across Japan and Europe and North America. All that stuff.
Diamond and
We
Pearl
have
must have done that. That's crazy.
numbers. And then next we have the Wii, which is 6.3 million just in North America, and about 10 million less combined across all the regions, with only 14.7 mil. So DS,
Maybe that's
crazy.
that's why we're getting so many first party games. They're like, we got to keep up with the demand. We got to have these people playing something. Like,
Yeah,
man,
absolutely, for sure. We have PSP, which comes in at 3, with about 3.8 million in the United States, total about 10 million
what the
across all
heck?
regions. We have, I know, isn't that wild? It actually sold quite even, about 3 million, about 3 million, about 3 million, in Japan, North America, and Europe, which is the only one that's kind of an even spread like that.
Maybe there was a huge price cut or something.
I don't know. I mean, Japan is more into handheld gaming, so I guess that makes sense why they sold a heck of a lot more over there. Let's see. PS2 coming in at 4. We have just about 4 million in North America, and combines about 8.6 million across all regions. We got Xbox 360. Now I'm going to read this just because I think it's funny. Okay, so in North America, it sold 4.6 million. Great, doing numbers, right? In Japan, it sold 250,000, which is not great. But Xbox has never done good over there.
Right.
I mean, even now. Total, we got about 6.8 million combined across all regions. Then 6, we have PS3. It's about 2.6 million in North America and about 6.6 million combined. So consoles be flying off shelves.
Dude, the PS2 though, holy crap. That's why
Beats
God
the
of War
PS3.
2 came out on it.
That's
Holy crap, man.
That is wild. Let's see. I have some game sales. So this is games that were released in 2002. No. Jesus. 2007 in the US. We have Halo 3, Xbox 360. It sold just under 5 million units. We have Wii Play on the Wii for 4 million. Call of Duty 4, Xbox 360, just above 3 million. Guitar Hero 3, just below 3 million. Super Mario Galaxy, which is shocking that it didn't sell more than Guitar Hero, but alas, with 2.5 million. Pokemon Diamond, and I don't know if Pearl must be in that as well. Maybe
Probably.
not. But it sold 2.5 million. Madden NFL 08 PS2 1.9 million. This one is interesting because when I looked up the release date, it said it released in 2006 with the guitar, but Guitar Hero 2 with guitar specifically on PS2 was 8 and it sold 1.89 million.
Wow. In 2007?
Yeah.
Wow.
Assassin's Creed Xbox 360 1.87 million, and then rounding out number 10 and finishing this list is Mario Party 8 with 1.82 million. Again,
What was 9?
sales. 9 was Assassin's Creed,
Oh, okay.
which makes sense. Okay, and then this one's interesting. Games that didn't release in 2007 but were like lifetime sales at this
Hang
point,
on.
like in 2007. Yeah, go for it.
We Play, man. What the heck happened there? That was not a pack-in game. That was... I mean, I'm sure Wii Sports would be number 1 if we include the pack-ins, but like,
For sure.
We Play, I didn't know it was that big of a deal.
I guess so.
I know that it had a
4.12 million.
controller bundled with it. I think that was the only way you could buy that game. So maybe
Really?
that was like a big draw for people. But that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's about 700,000 behind Halo 3, which is wild. A
My
massive action adventure game. And then we play. Throw darts and do ping pong and whatever.
Okay, go ahead.
Crazy. Games that did not release in 2007 but were the best selling as of 2007, which I thought were interesting. We have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, 8.6 million units.
Wow.
Madden NFL 07, which is obviously the best one, is 7.4 million. Grand Theft Auto again taking third place with Vice City, 6.8 million. And then frickin' Madden NFL 06, 6.5
What?
million.
What are we doing buying
don't
06
know.
in 08?
I don't know. We have Halo 2, 6.3 million. Namco Museum, 6.2 million. Super Mario 64, 6 million. These are just like lifetime as of 2007. They didn't sell.
Okay.
Like Super Mario 64 wasn't selling. Though it could have. I don't know. Who knows?
Gotcha.
Black market. 6 million. Madden NFL 2005, 5.9 million. Grand Theft Auto 3, 5.7 million. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 at 10 with 5.3 million. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. I also have top selling games per platform, if that piques your interest here.
Yeah, I'd love it.
So, starting off with the DS, we have Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Pearl, The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, Diddy Kong Racing, and then Brain Age 2, more training in minutes a day. It's the full title.
Phantom Hourglass did pretty good.
Yeah, I know. That's surprising. And then they released it with Chibi Robo, which ain't even up here. Then PC I don't care about. We have PS2. We have Madden 08, God of War 2, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, Guitar Hero Encore Rock of the 80s at 4, and then MLB 07 The Show.
We must have missed Guitar Hero Encore when we were making our
Rock
list.
of the 80s.
Or maybe it came out in 06. I don't know.
I don't know.
Tell me PC. I want to hear PC.
You want to hear PC? Okay, so it's World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade, The Sims 2 Seasons, Command and Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars, The Sims 2 Bon Voyage, and Supreme Commander.
Okay.
We have PS3 here with Madden 08, Call of Duty 4, Assassin's Creed, MotorStorm, and Guitar Hero 3.
MotorStorm.
Yeah, man, it's up there. We have PSP, MLB 07 The Show, Madden 08, Ratchet & Clank Size Matters, Transformers the game. Interesting. And then Final Fantasy Tactics The War of the Lions.
That is a weird mix of games, actually.
For PSP, yeah, that about describes the console. Let's see, the Wii shouldn't be too shocking. We play number 1, Mario Party 8, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Paper Mario, and then Guitar Hero 3. It's sold everywhere.
Heck yeah.
Finally,
that's where I played it on the Wii.
Really? Oh, that's crazy. You actually plugged the Wii into the guitar? That was super cool.
Yeah.
We have Xbox 360 finally. Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, Guitar Hero 2, Madden 08, and Assassin's Creed.
I just realized crazy. God of War 2 wasn't on PS2's top, was it?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
No. God of War 2, yeah, it was second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I do have highest rated games in 2007, if you're interested in that. It's really not going to be too much of a shocker, so I can just go over it real quick.
We're interested.
We have Super Mario Galaxy at, and this is according to Metacritic, and they also had Game Radar scores, which are like percentage, but it pretty much is the same thing. We have Super Mario Galaxy with a 97. We have the Orange Box with a 96. BioShock again with a 96. Call of Duty 4, 94. Halo 3 also at 94. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, 93. God of War 2 also at 93. Guitar Hero 2, 92. Rock Band, 92. And then Resident Evil, specifically Wii Edition, 91.
What a year, man.
And even there were so many more than that, but I just kind of picked the top 10.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's not surprising at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Fascinating. It was a good time for gaming in 2007.
The Orange Box shouldn't even count. It's for ratings. It's a few of the greatest games ever made. That's really funny.
In one collection. Yeah. But there we are.
All right.
That's what I got.
Appreciate that. I'll give you a break for a second. We're going to talk about our favorite things come out of 2007. Probably stuff we've already talked about. But
Definitely.
For me, it's Guitar Hero 3. It's Rock Band. It's Mario Galaxy, and it's Mario Party 8. I actually didn't even play COD 4. And I could put Halo 3 on there as well, even though I didn't play it till way later. But yeah. Specifically Mario Galaxy, Mario Party, and the era of rhythm games, man.
Oh, it was such a good time. Such a good freaking time.
I played my Wii so much that the cooling fan stopped working. And I could probably put a little bit of blame on like cat hair, dog hair, like dust maybe got in there, but
sure.
I played that son of a gun so much that it would turn itself off because it was overheating. I had to send in my Wii for repair.
No shot.
There was a chance that I was going to lose all my Wii data at one point.
And you said, go for it. Sign me up. I'll just play him again.
Yeah, man. I loved the Wii so much.
I didn't know that could actually happen. The
Right? I've
Wii's are
never heard
so
that.
sturdy
Yeah.
and reliable. Gee
I
willikers. Did you
I
hold on? Question. Did you leave it on and then leave the room for days at a time?
No, it wasn't days at a time.
So it was hours?
Yeah, I mean, I would play the thing for hours for sure.
Okay. Poor guy.
Yeah, big Wii fan,
Do you
and it
still
still
have it?
works. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I still have my
Ah!
2007 Wii. It's still kicking. It's got the top plates, right? Those are always missing. I've still got
Yep.
mine.
Dang.
Yeah, all my data from Guitar Hero, Mario Galaxy, everything's still saved on there
Oh,
two
that's
decades
fun.
later.
That is super fun. I also have my Wii, but I didn't kill it like you did. I didn't work it to death.
um, do you have any other things? Do you have anything that was your favorite from '07?
Obviously, Guitar Hero 3. I
Yeah,
thoroughly enjoyed Rock Band going over. Like I said, I wasn't super active in the 2007 scene, but now
yeah,
since doing this episode, BioShock definitely piques my interest. Oh, I guess Brain Age. Brain Age was super cool.
mm,
I played that one a lot on like school trips and whatever with my friends' DSs. Super fun. Finding out I was actually like 35 years old in my literacy category. But yeah, there's so many good ones. Mass Effect is another one I think would be really cool that I would like to play.
yeah.
So, man, Persona 3, at some point I played Persona 5, then I loved it. Or no, not Persona 5, sorry. I played Shin Megami Tensei. I lied. Liar.
Oh,
Same series. But,
yeah. I would do.
yeah.
I would play Persona 3 for sure. That's an iconic game I would like to experience.
Picross DS, absolutely. Right? Super Paper Mario, which is like the only Paper Mario I've not played. All great
Yeah.
things.
Um, what I wish the gaming world kept from '07 is I wrote two things down here.
Mm.
Obviously, rhythm games. I
Yeah.
really think that we're lacking in that area. Specifically, rhythm games that come with giant plastic instruments.
Yeah.
I
The
think that
tools.
we've got plenty of rhythm games. Nintendo just released Rhythm Heaven for or whatever for the Switch 2 or whatever, the Switch 1
Yeah.
actually. Um, like yeah, there's rhythm games if you want to mash the A button, but like I loved and I will still break out my guitars sometimes. Like it's so good to just play Guitar Hero.
I agree.
Um, and I think we're missing that in this day and age.
I absolutely agree. I think we need it, and there might have been something that was announced today, coincidentally,
I have it
that
written
I
down. I
saw
was excited to
that
talk
I won't
about.
say. Um, but yeah, and it just doesn't make sense that we don't have one on the Switch when it's literally motion controls. Like, give me a virtual drum set so I can bang some stuff.
Dude, yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Other thing I wrote down, 2007 had a lot of gimmicks. I do
Mm,
miss gimmicks in the hardware space.
yeah.
Nintendo's the only one like attempting this with
Yep.
the freaking mouse and like I guess you can use motion on the Joy-Cons, but like games don't take advantage of it is what I'm trying to get at here. Like
Yep.
even Nintendo games rarely do. Um it's I think we've lost some really cool stuff that we don't get anymore. We used to have dual screens for the heck of it, and one of them was a touch screen. We used to have
Yeah.
motion controls, and bowling in the freaking in the living room. And like, yeah, we're getting Switch Sports too. I don't know. We're not innovating in the hardware space in terms of gimmicks. It's like make sure everything is as close to a PC as it can be in
Yeah.
2026.
Agreed.
Um,
It's boring. Everything just kind
yeah,
of seems like the same. It's
right.
just like, do you like red covers or you like blue covers or you like green covers? You know?
Yeah.
Seems like that sometimes. Yeah, I agree. Could mix it up a little bit, get some more cameras. Um, you know, motion controls with cameras, pretty cool.
Anything you want to add?
The one I have two things here. They kind of go hand in hand. It's not necessarily my favorite thing, of course. I didn't utilize it as much, but I missed games that come with demos of other games. Like it's
Mm,
you want to play our newest release, and it doesn't. You don't even need it now because there's online stores and whatnot. But like it was so fun to get like GameCube would have like a demo disc, and there was like a bunch of different demos on it. I thought that was super cool. Also, I can't remember what game it is, but you can play a demo of a game if you beat this game. It's like, hey, you beat this one, you might be interested in this one. And I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head. But like things like that, where they just include like other games, like not necessarily in the series, but like made by the same people or like whatever. I think that's really cool. And then it kind of goes hand in hand with magazines back in the day also used to come with demo discs. I think that is such a cool physical thing that used to be around. I didn't necessarily buy it back in the day, but like I remember going to like just like GameStops or like other game stores or even like Best Buy. They had them there and it was like, oh, it's literally like pennies on the dollar to get this magazine, you know, whatever, and you get this free demo disc. Or even I think they had it at like school like book fairs. And I remember being, oh my god, that's so cool, dude. That comes like at the disc. I don't know, just like cool little things like that.
Yeah, before we had access to like thousands of free games and you could just go on to any digital storefront and get Fortnite for free at the instant you want it. Like, it was cool to, like, I played way too many hours on my GameCube preview disc that came bundled with my console, you know?
Yeah. It's just like Demos a neat little piece of physical media history that's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two things I had. Ow. One of us is significantly older than the other.
Oh, gosh.
Just saying.
You're 28?
I am 28, yeah.
All right.
Mr. 3-0.
I got about 15 months before we're on equal playing terms.
Yeah, but that time you'll be 32, so, you know, we'll never be equal. Never.
Hannah, we got some write-ins. Which ones do you want? How many do you want?
Hey, I'll take the shortest one. No, I can take the first two, and then you can take the last one.
Take it away.
We have John 117. We asked, what are your favorite gaming memories from 2007?
I'll just start this off by saying that Hannah doesn't know what Halo is. John 117 is Master Chief. Now you can go.
Oh. All right, I'm totally in. Okay, I would like to say Halo 3, but I have sworn off the series. Oh, okay. One series that I'm still fond of that has not ruined his reputation. Oh, damn. He came in with freaking guns a-blazing. Since is Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training. How old is your brain? Okay. I also played that one.
Is that not Brain... What is that?
I think...
That's not Brain Age?
I don't think so.
That's, like, I think Dr. Kawashima is in Brain Age.
Oh,
I think he's the guy. I don't know. I'm going to look it up.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm getting them confused. Okay, hold on. Brain Academy is the other one. Okay.
Oh, it's known as Brain Age in North America. That's why we're getting confused. It's just Brain Age.
Okay, so Brain Age, Kawashima's Brain Training, same thing. And then Brain Academy, which is the other one. I get obviously confused.
Right.
Anyway, that's cool. My brain, I think at the time was like 37, so I'm doing pretty good. Actually, I don't know. If they say I have a 37-year-old brain, that seems pretty bad.
If you play it now, will it be 37?
I don't know. Anyway, next thing we asked is, what's something you remember about gaming from 2007? It was good or bad, just what are something you remember? I got a Nintendo Wii, and my box did not have a Wiimote in it. Oh no, just 2 nunchucks. Oh no. Tried to return it, but they did not take it. They just gave me a free Wiimote at Target, so I took it only for it to break. Oh, God. Then going back to return that to be given a Wiimote and nunchucks, so now I have 1 working remote and 2 nunchucks to this day. That is such a tragic story. I'm so sorry.
You can't just, like, return something new, you know? Like, nobody's going to believe you. Ever.
Yeah. Except for now, brutal. Walmart, I feel like, does not care. Like, you can put spaghetti in freaking a Legos box and be like, yeah, I never opened this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, Walmart is pretty lenient, actually.
Now they are. All right, follow up. We got Teller Suit. In 2007, I was glued to FIFA 2006 and Guitar Hero 2 and 3. Shout out Steven Gerrard and Rush's YYZ. I don't know what that is.
YYZ
Gerard?
is a song. I don't know maybe Steven Gerrard is in Rush. Dang it, we're going to sound so stupid for not knowing. I hate that I opened my mouth.
You sound stupid. I sound like that on the regular.
Okay, good. He's just a football player. He's a soccer player. Good, we're good.
Oh, football player? Football? Yeah. All right, let's see. What's something you remember about gaming from 2007? I could never beat Metallica 1 on Expert Guitar Hero 3. Let my friends down, let myself down. Ah, oh, sorry. Hey, but if you use a controller, I bet you could.
I bet you couldn't. Rock Band and Guitar Hero definitely changed my life. I literally started playing guitar because of Guitar Hero. I'm not kidding.
That is wild. Actually wild.
I was so good at Guitar Hero 3 that I could play Expert with 3 fingers. Also a fact. Still can.
That's mighty impressive. I can play it with 5 on a controller.
On 2 different hands. Hey, we got Chris from the X Button Gaming Podcast. He wrote in and said his favorite gaming memories from 2007. Rock Band changed hanging out for a while when it released. You basically couldn't hang out at anyone's house without playing Rock Band. It was honestly such a fun period of time for gaming. Yeah. Absolutely. We're going to get some Heavenly Sword love here.
Yay!
Heavenly Sword was the first big game I remember being excited for on PS3, and at the time, the game was really good. It had fluid gameplay, and the motion capture in that game was pretty phenomenal for the time. Good to hear.
Huh, I didn't know that.
The first Uncharted was definitely my game of the year that year. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Did we miss a massive game on our freaking timeline? I'm going to look it up. It really blew me away because it just felt like a playable movie. I loved the gameplay and the exploration and environments, but it was the characters that really made me fall in love with the game. The series is still one of my favorites, even if the first game hasn't aged as well as the rest.
One of us missed it.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, we gotta go back. In November, oh my gosh, another November release.
Oh man.
Uncharted Drake's Fortune, developed by Naughty Dog. Me. I'm so glad you brought that up, Chris. We would have had a horrible episode if we didn't mention Uncharted.
Oh shit.
Heavenly Sword haven't played. Shout out to Rock Band because we already talked it to death. But Uncharted, I did play Uncharted a few years ago. It has not aged super well, but it was a big deal for the time. I absolutely agree with that.
Oh, dang, I'll just watch the movie and call it the day.
Oh my gosh. Something he remembers, good or bad. For me, 2007 was a pretty great year. It was my first full year working at GameStop, and the midnight launches we had were some of the most memorable.
That's fun.
We had a huge turnout for Guitar Hero 3. Oh, I didn't even know that was a big one. With a contest where we gave a guitar bundle away. Heck yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
The energy was so high that night, and everyone was having a blast. And the midnight launch for Halo 3 was a crazy night with a line of people wrapping around the building, and everyone was just so excited. I definitely miss the days when midnight launches were such big events. I guess at this point, I miss the days where they existed at all. So true.
Yeah.
You ever go to any midnight events, launch events?
The only midnight launch event I went to was Breath of the Wild. And
I think I might have
pretty tame.
I think I really.
Yeah.
I think I might have picked up Mario Odyssey at like 11 or midnight at Best Buy, if I remember correctly.
I think that was my first and my only midnight release. Because I think they like stopped being a thing like immediately after that. Everyone was like, nope, gotta come in Friday morning.
Crazy to think this was almost 20 years ago. Thanks for making me feel old, guys. Yeah.
Ooh, sorry about it. Well,
yep.
You're in good company.
Thanks for the write-ins, guys. I appreciate hearing everybody's perspectives on 2007.
Yeah, that's super fun. I like hearing other people's memories about things.
Yeah. That's what the podcast is all about.
It always brings up like memories that I had. It's like, oh yeah, I do remember that. You know, sometimes things you forget. It's very nice.
Let's talk about some news. We've already hinted at it. Do you want to talk about it?
I don't actually have it written down because I forgot, but I have some other less noteworthy news.
Let's talk about Stage Tour, which was announced. Well, it wasn't announced today. It got like a trailer today. Yeah. And it's confirmed to be releasing December 10th, less than 2 months away, less than 4 months away.
2 months.
Yeah, developed by Red Octane Games. Now, we talked about Red Octane earlier. This is
Yeah.
different. It's Red Octane Games. It has
Mm-hmm.
previous staff of Red Octane, Neversoft, and Harmonix. Literally the best
Ugh.
people you could get for the job.
Yes. Oh, that's so
um,
nice.
I guess they're planning to do this game digital, but they will be releasing like a guitar bundle for those of you who don't. Well, for 90% of the world who doesn't have like anything to play with. Doesn't have a guitar controller, right? Like I know a lot of people have
Right.
been into the Fortnite festival, which has like a Guitar Hero mode or whatever the heck. Anyways, they're gonna release a bundle supposedly that has what you need to play this game, and I think they're gonna have drums and singing as well. So this is exciting as heck. Kind of
So
crazy timing, honestly. Go ahead.
they're releasing it digitally with no guitar first.
No, I think it'll be out with the guitar on launch day, is my
Okay. I was
understanding.
about to say I don't have a problem playing with the controller, but like I don't think everyone else is gonna like that. It's like, oh, it's just for me.
The trailer showed off Motley Crue song, and
Nice.
they announced a bunch of bands that are going to be on it and like guitar brands. I didn't actually look at the list, but I'm excited. I will keep an eye on this one for sure.
Heck yeah, dude. Excited.
I only have one other thing, and it's probably on your list, so go ahead.
Okay, we have Nintendo just announced two new Switch 2 bundles, which I don't know if this one's. I guess this one's new. I don't know. Anyway, it's the Mario Kart World bundle and Nintendo Switch Sports Resort bundle. Both come with a 3-month NSO membership. Mario Kart World bundle is $550 and Sports Resort is $530. So sweet.
I think that's really funny that they're different prices.
Well, I guess they're like, Sports Resort's not as good as Mario Kart.
It's also not
Gotta
an
get that.
$80 game.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we have the Dusk Bloods network test was apparently so freaking popular that it completely crashed and had to be rescheduled.
I caught a couple tweets about that. That's interesting.
It was apparently more popular than the Elden Ring Night Rain test. So that's pretty cool for
Nice.
FromSoft, yeah?
Yeah. Switch
Uh,
exclusive Dustbloods is.
that's crazy. And so many people were like, hell yeah, I gotta get on this freaking test. And it crashed, blew up, which is exciting. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. We talked about this a little bit, me and you, on Twitter when I said, "Darn, now I'm gonna have to spend $800." Apparently the Zelda 4th Anniversary Switch and Joy Cons may have leaked. How real do you think that is?
I think it's real. 100%.
Do you think so? Okay, cool. That sucks, but it's also really great. Because I will be getting all of it, and apparently there's also, I don't know if you saw this, but the person who leaked it said they couldn't leak everything, and there was one box hidden by like a black square that people are thinking would be like an amiibo or like something that might spoil something for Ocarina of Time or that release.
That's very interesting. I gotta say though, we're about to enter September. This game does not have a release date, right?
No.
So, who people need to start saving money. Like they need to know. I don't know. It's crazy that this console hasn't been announced yet. Assuming it's true and like
Yeah.
it's coming out in the next 3 months. It's crazy.
Well, also, Ocarina of Time, I know everybody knows what it is, right? It's like one of the best widely regarded Zelda games of all time and or games of all time, but like I want to see a little more.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm going to buy it, right? But like it comes out so soon. I would just like to see just a little bit more.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, we have my last thing on the list is, and I think this was late last month. I don't know if we talked about it, but two canceled Virtual Boy games are coming to NSO. D-Hoppers, otherwise known as Dragon Hoppers, the action-adventure game developed by Intelligent Systems, and Zero Racers, a canceled spin-off of the F-Zero series.
This is relevant to us as the Unlockable podcast because we were talking about Virtual Boy one episode and how I wish that Nintendo would release these unreleased games. And then, like, that week, they announced that they were going to release these unreleased games.
That was wild.
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to playing these yet, but I look forward to it.
It was a very cool thing that they did.
Agreed. I did have one more. It's this arcade game, Ninja Baseball Batman. is getting a port to modern platform, or like a remaster to modern platforms. This was like
Hmm.
one of the coolest beat 'em ups I've ever played at an arcade, and it was like Japanese exclusive.
Oh,
You literally play as a baseball bat, and like there's like four characters you can
that's fun.
choose that are like baseball bats. All the enemies are like baseball themed. All the
That's fun.
graphics are like taking place in like baseball parks. It's a very cool beat 'em up, and it's coming to modern consoles, and it's coming out physically, I think, in Japan, which is really
Oh wow,
crazy. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that. You guys should check that out.
that's cool. And then I think Terranigma, I think, is it also Japan
Oh,
exclusive? That one's also coming to modern consoles. I saw that. I
that
don't know if it was
is
announced today or got a trailer today or whatever, but I saw it on the Twitter feed.
that is a big deal for sure. Yeah, good call.
Yeah. Cool things, man. What was happening today that all this stuff was announced?
Well,
Summer Game
today
Fest
was
or something?
Gamescom. I
Gamescom. Okay.
Yeah, I
Lots of
think this is
things.
only day one. I think there's more days up ahead.
Oh, good God.
You buy
Cool.
anything lately?
Absolutely not. You know the
Still
deal.
recovering from the Japan trip.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Hannah went to Japan. You guys should go listen to the last episode where I
I
grill her
did.
on her Japan trip.
And I could talk so much more about it. It's crazy. Yes, it was very
I'm
fun.
looking I'm looking at my been
eBay?
buying I'm looking at my
Oh.
eBay purchase history. Yeah. I've been buying some like interesting variants. I showed you a picture of this avatar that I bought because I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. If I didn't mention
Heck
that in
yeah.
the past,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, I know I told you. I don't know if I told the audience. Anyways, I bought
Mm-hmm.
this Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth on Wii. Comes with a comic book. Here's a picture for you to look at through my webcam through
Sweet.
the
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
video.
Beautiful.
That's a very cheap and cool thing that you can get on eBay.
That's fun.
I bought some manuals I needed. I
Nice.
bought more some Marvel nonsense. Like I got X-Men on the DS.
Nice.
I got a Spider-Man 3 variant on the Wii. Hey, that's 2007.
Hey, there you go. We talked about it.
It comes with Spider-Man top 10 comic book covers. It's just like this little pamphlet that you can flip through, and it shows you 10 of the best Spider-Man comic book
That's
covers. And that's a
fun.
variant. Yeah.
That's very cool.
And that's all the interesting stuff I've purchased. Although I did pre-order some stuff, Hannah.
Ooh, do tell.
I got the Wolverine adamantium controller
I was gonna ask. That's crazy. That's so neato. When does it come out?
September 15th, and I didn't stop there. I got the Wolverine PS5 Slim plates.
Oh,
Have
I
you
thought you were gonna
seen
say the whole
them?
PS5. No, I have not. I mean, yes, I have seen them.
They are
Dang.
translucent where his claw marks are. They're so cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. That's
Um,
fun. Was it a hassle to pre-order those things? Or they sell out pretty quick, or
Dude, it was
no?
so easy. I was able to get myself stuff and my friend stuff who was too
Dang.
busy working to pre-order his own stuff. It was
That's the
super
dream.
easy. It's because everybody hates PS5 and Sony, so I guess they
Hey,
they didn't
good
want
for
it.
you. That's good for you.
I'm super excited. My PS5 is just plain white. It's going to be so cool, and yeah,
That's nice. That's super nice. Yeah, they are very pretty. Like they put a lot of effort into designing those kind of things, which is nice.
yeah. Physical things are nice.
Yeah, they always will be.
Have you played any video games in the last month?
You darn tootin'. So we discussed it. I don't think last month or just me and you, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 got its Switch 2 upgrade. $10 to upgrade. And so I restarted that again, and my good golly gosh, does it look like what I thought it looked like 10 years ago? Almost 10 years ago. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Well, that's awesome. So you can actually tell the difference.
Yeah, definitely. The textures are a little nicer. The grass moves instead of just like one singular piece. It like all
Nice.
flows. Trees look nicer. The rocks look nicer. Like the titans in the distance, like the big creatures that you're living on or whatever, you can actually see them. Before it was like kind of like jaggy, you know, because it's so far away, and now it's like they're smoothly moving. It looks like the world is more alive. They have also added Merc Assault, which is like missions that you can go on, and you can use your blades to actually like go on missions and stuff, which you could not before. They added new characters, well, not new characters, they added a new blade that you can acquire, just a bunch of other like little quality of life kind of things, and it's amazing. I think I put 60 hours in, and it came out like 2 weeks or like a month ago, I think. Now I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, any excuse to replay it, right?
That's what I'm saying. And I don't know if it's just because I played the heck out of it, but it's like not nearly as difficult as it used to be, obviously, because I've put so many hours into it. But it's like flowing very easy. Like before, it was like, oh, go here. Oh, dang it, I'm too weak. Blah blah blah. Do this, level up, grind a bunch, and it's just, I don't know if they evened it out maybe, with their upgrade or whatever, and made it not so difficult in some of these areas. But it's very smooth sailing.
Awesome.
I love it.
On my Switch 2, I've actually been firing up DK Bonanza. Do you know why?
Stupid, but very cool physical rewards that I will not be able to finish or start in the next 5 days.
Yeah, I finished it up 2 nights ago.
Dang.
They are not easy challenges. I mean, the retro... So, like, for the listeners, there's DK Bonanza challenges, and there's DK, like, old game challenges that you play through Nintendo Switch Online. You go play, like, everything from Donkey Kong Country to Donkey Kong Land to Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Like, there's so much Donkey Kong stuff on NSO. Yeah. So you just like knock those out real quick, and then you go to DK Bonanza, and it's like, oh wow, this is not easy.
Yeah.
Most of the challenges let you use all your upgrades that you've accumulated through the game, and then the last 2 are like, okay, cool, now go beat the whole like final boss section with nothing. Like, you got to deplete your energy, you got to deplete everything.
Oh damn.
So it takes a few hours if you're gonna knock it out for sure. The good thing about it is, first of all, I'm just gonna say I didn't want to do this challenge. Okay, sure. I was not participating for weeks, and then all of a sudden in the middle of it, they're like, hey, we're gonna give you guys free physical cards if you complete this challenge by September 1st. And I was like, all right, let me fire up this stupid game.
Yeah.
It's not a stupid game, I love this game, but the so with that being said, I was more than happy to turn on assist mode, which is like for babies, and complete these challenges to get these achievements. And it was still difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it was still pretty tough.
Really? Okay, damn. Well, that makes me feel better about not starting it. My logic is, yes, would it be super cool? Absolutely. But like, am I enjoying my time playing Xenoblade 2? Heck yeah. And if I really want these cards, I'll just fork over some money, because somebody somewhere is going to sell them, you know?
Yeah.
So if it's something I really want, I'll go buy them.
This is how we should all think. You guys listening to Hannah, she's sane.
They are super cool, and I do think... Don't even get me started. You see this? You see this over here? Yeah, I don't know. It's super cool that they're doing like an actual physical release, and it sucks that I don't want to rush through like a whole game just to do this challenge or blah 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 blah. I want to enjoy my time, so yeah. But super cool for those who completed it.
I hope that this becomes a normal thing with other games. You know, I could see them doing freaking, man, if they do Pokopia or something, like those are going to be in high demand. People are going to be eating that up.
They better print by the millions.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see this being a fun thing to, and it gives you a reason to revisit a game you finished and might not pick up ever again, honestly.
Definitely.
It is dumb that it's limited time.
Stupid.
It's just like they had to throw a weird Nintendo wrench in there. But yeah.
And not even that it's timed. I guess I understand that, but like so soon. Like, I don't even know if the challenge has been out for a month, and they're like, "Hey, you got to finish it the next week to get these really cool exclusive cards."
Yeah.
Like, what? Couldn't give me longer than that? Had they given me like another month, or even announced that at like the start of the challenge, then I could have done it like slowly over time. But like that's a wild Nintendo thing to do, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing that the last few, like honestly, the last weekish, off and on. I beat Mina the Hollower. I said I was going to talk about it this time.
Yep.
I think you should put this on your to play list for sure. You
Really?
specifically are gonna love this as a huge
Okay.
Zelda fan that you are.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like the 2D Zelda? Do you like Minish Cap and
Love Minish Cap. It's my
A Link to
favorite.
the Past, Link Between Worlds? Either of
Love,
those?
love them
Oh,
all.
okay. Yeah, this is an awesome game. It's Zelda with even more combat options, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, Great dungeons that like don't honestly. Well, something I was telling my friend is like these don't feel like dungeons in Zelda. Like sometimes I'll be in a dungeon, like quote unquote, like I'll be like treading through this like quote unquote dungeon without even
Hmm.
realizing I've made it to the dungeon. Like it's very
Really?
seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I still feel like I'm in the overworld exploring, trying to get where I'm going, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden I'm at the boss fight. I was like, wow, that's really
Here
seamless
I
and
am.
very cool.
Oh, that's interesting. Cause Zelda, it's like, oh, here I am, the big old
Yeah,
boss door, big old dungeon door. You know.
yeah.
Interesting.
Um, yeah, like it wasn't like get these small keys and complete these puzzles. It was like
Mm.
every dungeon was different and some cool characters, cool story, great music, great pixel art. It was just it's worth your time, and it's gonna
Okay.
take some time. It probably take 20, 30 hours or whatever it was.
Oh wow, it's
Um,
big.
yeah, whenever you feel like you're ready for a Zelda, um,
2D
I
adventure.
would yeah, I would suggest this game for sure. And it's like $20
Fun. Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about it.
for sure.
Sounds interesting.
And with that completed, I started my next game, which was Mouse PI for Hire.
What is? Oh, Mickey Mouse.
No, it's got like that old Mickey Mouse like rubber hose design. It's like black and white, and it
Yeah.
looks like it's from that era. Um, but it's basically a Doom game, like old Doom, and you're just
Huh.
running around shooting. Like you can't zoom in type of shooter. It's like a
Yeah.
just kind of shoot like from the hip, and a
Mm.
bunch of different guns to choose from. It's very linear and level based, but this is a big indie game that people had been waiting for years, and so far it hasn't disappointed. Like it's not like a 10 out of
Okay.
10 game or anything, but
Yeah.
I'm having a great time with it. I'm playing it on PS5, and this was a weird one where the physical was the same price as the digital.
Dang.
um, so I waited for months for the physical to come out, and yeah, it
And
just
you
came
did
out,
it.
and I was waiting for Mina to be finished so I could start it,
Yeah.
and I'm at least halfway through it now. I'm having a great time with this game. I like it a lot.
That's fun. I heard it, but I swear to God. I mean, I guess because it looks like Mickey Mouse, so I was like, oh, it's a Disney game. But no, not at all.
It's like got some really great voice acting.
Really?
Um, Sounds like you're like taking
Huh.
place in like the 1930s.
Oh, that's fun. I love
Everybody's
theme
got like a
things.
Brooklyn accent. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's fun. Very fun.
The last thing I would mention is Lethal Enforcers 2 I played, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm only going to spend about 30 seconds talking about it. It was a PS1 game. Actually, it was like a
Okay.
Super Nintendo game first. It was actually it
Go
was an
back it up.
arcade game. It was a
Okay.
Super Nintendo game. I think it was like on
Okay.
Sega CD, and then it came to PS1, which is where I played it. You need a gun controller to play it. It's a Konami
Okay.
gun specifically for this Konami
Okay.
game.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not great. It's freaking hard, and you
Mm-hmm.
have like 30 lives to beat this game, and I used like
Dang.
almost all of them to beat it. It was so
Holy
hard. I think
smokes.
I had like cramped up hand after, and it just like wasn't fun. It was like it's a game made to suck your quarters
Yeah.
and not be on a home console, and wouldn't recommend.
I feel like I've played it in the arcade. It's got
You
those like
probably
really.
have.
It's got like neon blue and pink, right? Guns or no?
Definitely blue. I don't know if there's pink, but definitely a neon blue, and it looks like
And
a
they're chunky.
revolver.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh yeah, then yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like we played it.
I've never played this one specifically, but I don't know. Maybe my memory's wrong. Maybe we have played it.
I don't know. Sounds familiar.
It's like a Wild West shoot 'em up type of game.
Mm, maybe.
Yeah, that's what's going on in Christian's life.
Dang.
those 4 games, and I'm always playing a little Picross before bed.
Nice. Gotta test your noodle, as I say. Yeah, I love Picross.
Heck yeah. All right. I have no idea what we're recording in September, but be on the lookout for write-ins. We posted on Discord. We posted on our Instagram stories. And as always, if you want to hear us talk about something, you can drop a comment. Or if you have any feedback for us, or if you just want to share your 2007 memories, we love to read it and talk with you guys in the comments or on Discord.
Or if you have like episode ideas or games you think we should play, also welcome.
Comment it down below. Hannah, where can they follow you on the internet?
Game Grill Advance SP on Instagram.
I'm at Bird Dog Gaming everywhere on the internet. Thank you guys so much for listening to 2 hours of us talking, and we'll see you in September for episode 76.
See ya.